Hey, gang. Mel, aren't you already a QNMD? You must be close.
Oh, thank you.
That's exciting. Welcome, guys. Welcome. As you guys are jumping on, it would be so awesome to have you guys maybe let us know where you guys are tuning in from in the comments, and also where do you live? Like, where are you guys located? It's always good to know where everyone is. Oh, Louise, you're in Townsville. Oh, goodness. Are you doing it in a boat? Not flood affected? Personally, obviously not. I know the media likes to make things look worse than they are. Awesome. Townsville, Sydney. Sarah's in Sydney. Then we have another Sarah in Toowoomba. Rachel, Aspley. Mel, Melbourne in her car. Jody, Gold Coast. Chelsea is in Wagga Wagga. Tegan is in Goomerai. Did I get that right? Rita in Ontario, Canada. Erin McPherson is definitely past QNMD, but she has always got FOMO, so she's here. Lauren Gallagher is in Bali, but lives in the UK, I thought, but is an Aussie. You travel a lot, girl. Steph, South Melbourne. Courtney's in Cooma. Joe, Mount Isa. Millie, Bundy. Jenna, Shell Harbour. Miranda, Sunny Coast. Brianna, Melbourne. Glenda, Brisbane. Jessica is in Wagga Wagga as well. Tracy Wright, Outback Victoria. Sarah Clark, Melbourne. Awesome. And I'm not going to read the rest of you guys because we've got about 29 of you guys on here now, so that's exciting. I'm super excited about this group because the thought of getting to QNMD is a big, big deal. It's like a really big deal. So before I do that, I better press record because I know not everyone can get on here. So let me mute all again. Do you want to stop? Oh, I am recording. Okay, it's already recording. Anyway, lucky I didn't say anything that shouldn't be on a recording. Well, I want to say this. I think I want to start off with, first and foremost, the prospect of becoming a QNMD is definitely a big deal in our business. And some of you guys might already resonate with this, but I honestly believe one of the biggest jumps in our business is going from SSC to QNMD, and often seen as the hardest leap to take your business. That SSC to QNMD can be a pretty big jump. One of the things is that taking your business from a $9,000 pay line, a 9,000 pay line, and taking it to, on average, a 25,000 a month pay line is a big jump. I think one of the biggest things why it's such a big jump is because I think if you're a hard worker, if you just got good work ethic, you can kind of hustle a 9,000 pay line. Like 9,000 pay line is like 100, 120 customers. If you're a good customer recruiter yourself, some of you guys are here, you're SSCs because you're good at customers, and maybe you've got 30 or 40 customers yourself. So you kind of got almost a third of your team's customers personally. So, you know, once you've got a bit of structure there, you get it done. But to take it to a $25,000 a month means that you probably need, I don't know, maybe 300 active customers in your business. That's a big deal. And I don't know anyone that's got 300 customers. And if you do, I wouldn't advise it. I'd kind of find a way to get it, because you're probably being distracted with lots of customer care stuff and you're not able to build a team. I think also is what I find, a lot of people that get to SSC, the skills that got them to SSC, the work that they did to get to SSC doesn't often serve them to get to QNMD. I think QNMD is about duplicating what you're doing. It's about raising up people that want this as much as you, and you can't just drag people over the line. Or certainly you can try, you might get halfway to QNMD, but sooner or later you find out the hard way that you kind of got to inspire other people inside that. So over the next few months, I want to spend some time on helping you guys inspiring your team. I want to help you guys identifying the people that you want to be spending the most time with, working with, and really getting in action in the areas that you need to produce the results that you need. But what I wanted to do today, and I think it's more importantly, is really have you guys get clear on what would actually need to happen over the next 4 months. Have we got 4 months? March, April, May, June. We've got 4 months. What would actually need to happen to walk the stage as a QNMD at conference? And I want to say this, is that some of you guys might consider after today, or after you go away and do the numbers for yourself, some of you guys might get a little bit deflated, like, holy shit, I don't know if I can, like, it's going to take a lot to get this thing to QNMD in the next 4 months. But I would say to you guys, if maybe by conference you can't, maybe you've decided, you know what, I don't know if I'm really that committed to get it done that much, really step in and make this that much of a priority, that then you recalibrate your goal and maybe you set it for like retreat like later on in the year with the team spirit. Not retreat, I mean the game plan later on in the year. But what I want to do is help you guys get really clear. Now, here's the good news. The good news is once you get to QNMD, and if you stay focused and keep doing the stuff that gets you to QNMD, NMD happens. Like it really does. I think those that those that get stuck at QNMD and don't go on to NMD, is often they just stop doing the work. They just stop working. They kind of get in this like little comfy zone, and maybe they're earning a certain amount of money where they're like, oh, this is kind of comfy here, earning $2,000. Most QNMDs, once you're earning about $25,000, once you've got a $25,000 pay line, they're probably earning somewhere between $1,500 and $2,000 a month. And so they get a little bit comfy there. Like kind of like, oh, this is kind of nice here. And then the desperation to want to keep making this priority and doing the work and keep growing it kind of doesn't get there. So I think the good news is that getting QNMD done by conference, and if not conference, by game plan later on in this year, will set you up for walking the stage as an NMD the following year. And I don't know, how many of you guys would love to be an NMD the following year, walking the stage as an NMD doing that? And I think one of the first things is making a decision that you're going to be a QNMD when you're going to be a QNMD, like deciding that I'm going to be a QNMD, walk the stage in Melbourne. I've already decided I'm going to get it done. That's what I'm doing. But the next thing is I'm going to help you guys look into report stuff today. And maybe what I might do, if someone's on their way to QNMD right now, someone who's maybe got a pay line of somewhere around 15 to 20,000 pay line, maybe I'll get you guys to nominate yourself, and I'm going to go into your report because it's pointless I go into mine. So I would love to go into your report, share it with the group here, and I'm going to map out exactly what would need to happen for you to make this thing happen in the next 4 months. But it'll help every single one of you guys. I'm going to break it down and show you how I do it so you can go and do it with your report. if you're not the one that we're going to utilize. But on that, I think it's important that you guys have this skill for your team. So would anyone be bold enough that I could look into yours? I need to know, I probably want someone that's got about a 15 to 20,000 pay line. 15 to 20,000 pay line. So is anyone confident they've got a 15 to 20? Dana? Okay, great. You're it. Mel, you're going to be QNMD in the next month. I know that. Like, I've seen your numbers. I thought you were going to pump it out soon. So I don't want to do yours because everyone's going to compare themselves to yours, because you've been here for like, have you been here for like 8-9 months? Where is she? I think she's been here for 8 or 9 months and she's about to be QNMD. So is that right, Mel? Yeah, you make me sick. So we're not going to use you. So you're going to give everyone depression. But we're going to use Dana. So Dana, I'm going to go find you in my report, if that's okay. So let me just do this. So again, guys, what I'm doing is I'm showing you guys, like, I really want you guys to follow what I do here. And if you're looking into your team members as you get into it, so you're going to be able to look at your own, but over time you'll be able to look at your other team members. So what does it take, first and foremost? Let's do this. I better do stop share. So first and foremost, what does it take to be a QNMD? What is it actually? What's the structure? So to be a QNMD, the structure you need is that you need 3 SC legs. Okay, you need 3 SC legs. My advice, this would be my advice, my insight, my tip would be, don't focus on the minimum structure. Don't focus on the minimum structure and just focus on that. My advice is this: whatever promotion you're going for, when it comes to the positions, SSC, QNMD, NMD, my advice is focus on the promotion that follows that. So what I mean by that is, if what you're trying to achieve right now is you're trying to achieve QNMD, I would focus on the structure that it's going to take to get to NMD. And to get to NMD, you need 5 SC legs. So what that's going to encourage you to do is continue to recruit, continue to build team, and not get stuck on the 3, right? Like, oh, I've got these 3 people and I'm going to drag them over and punch them and do that until they get there. I think a lot of you guys do that, is you kind of like, I've got my 3, I'm just going to get them there. And the problem is, if you do that, then I think sometimes your pay line becomes really hard too, right? Your pay line, getting your pay line up. So I think if you really focus on 2 promotions away, the structure needed, the promotion that's next up, it kind of happens a lot easier. I think it'll stop you from getting caught up in management mode. And one of the biggest reasons why people get stuck at SSC is they stop doing the stuff that got them to SSC, and they feel like now they've got a team, they're going to manage everyone. And that's where I see people get stuck at SSC a lot, is that they feel like, now I've got a team, I'm going to spend all my time over here and I'm going to start telling people what they should be doing, but I'm going to stop doing the shit that I should be doing. You guys get this? So I want to encourage you guys, until you've got 5 SCs, don't stop recruiting. Until you're going for, and then when you get to NMD, when you get to QNMD, my thing is, once you get to QNMD, I would say, obviously your focus is you want to get NMD, but NMD is going to happen. And so what I would be focusing on, once I get my NMD, once I'm going for NMD, I probably want to add at least 1 more SC leg. I want to get 6 or 7 SC legs, because once I do that, I'm on track to 24 club. And 24 club, I truly believe, that starts to become a real business. 24 club means that you're now earning about 5,000 to 7,000 a month. And for most people, that's a nice, unless you live in Sydney and live somewhere fancy in Sydney, 5 to 7K a month starts to almost be a full-time income for a lot of people. And that becomes nice, or almost like, oh, maybe I can do that leap of faith. So I think focusing on the big thing, like over and beyond. Okay, so I just want you guys to remember that. All right, let's get back on track. So to get to QNMD, you need 3 SCs, 3 SC legs. I think I probably should have done some research, but I think one needs to be a POB leg. So that means that one needs to be turning over 5,000 a month in their pay line, right? So one needs to be a POB. I don't want to confuse you guys around this. We'll work out that along the way. And 2 legs, you need 2 qualified legs, 2 other legs that are qualified. Can't be the same leg. Someone in 2 separate other legs need to have a qualified. Doesn't have to be the SCs. Could be a SDVF and they're qualified, and you've got an SC that isn't qualified, but you need that. So you need 3 qualified legs. Well, you need, if they're POB, they're going to be PB. It'd be rare not to, right? So you need 3 qualified legs. You need 1 POB leg. Okay? All good? Any questions? What's the difference between POB? If the easiest way to explain what is a POB leg compared to a PB leg, a PB leg is a qualified leg. PB, right? That's the same thing. POB, the best way I can explain it is like PB, like a qualified leg, the volume, the 1800 volume is their business up until the first SDVF in each line, right? That's what makes up their 1800 for PB. Does that make sense? Some of you guys, if it's like, what? You guys know qualified, right? So just like that, POB is the same, but it's up to, you've got to be an SC first, right? You've got to be an SC first, just like PB, you've got to be an SDVF first. This is, you have to be an SC, and it's the volume up to the first SCs in each leg. That's it. Does that make sense? I feel like that's such an easy way to understand it. So if you don't have any SCs underneath you, right now your POB volume is all of it. Now, if you guys are SSCs, you must have 1 SC in your downline at least. So anything under them, their volume isn't going towards your POB because it's going towards their POB. Good? Who's still confused? It's the SC version of qualifying. Yep. It's just a next level qualifying thing. Make sense? Oh my God. I don't even make sense to myself, but it makes sense to you guys. So that's a bonus. All right. So let's do this. I confuse myself when I say it sometimes. So that's first thing. So you need 3 SC legs, 1 POB leg, and 3 PB legs. The POB leg can be a PB leg as well, remembering that. And you need a minimum 100,000 pay line. You need let me say this again. You need 100,000 pay line over a maximum 4-month period. So you got to do $100,000 worth of sales in your organization, in your downline, over a maximum 4-month period, meaning you have to average at least 25,000 pay line a month over a 4-month period. Make sense? Now, if you did that 100,000 in 3 months, or you did 100,000 in 2 months any month after going SSC. There's only one person that I know has ever done SSC to QNMD in 2 months. And we all know who that would be. I honestly, I worked out that the quickest way you could ever get to NMD, I'm like, what's the quickest? What would be the quickest all time? And I thought the quickest you could get to NMD is 9 months physically, like just based on the volumes that you need. It'd be impossible otherwise. And Brian Marsh proved me wrong. No, you can do QNMD in 2 months. You could do, I think the month he went SSC, the month after, he had a $40,000 pay line month. The month after he went SSC, the month after. And the month after that, he had a $62,000 or $63,000 pay line month. It jumped by $23,000 for a month. And do that. So I'm going to teach you guys kind of how you figure out what drives your pay line and how to affect your pay line so you guys can get it jump. Okay, so let's do this. So if I'm going to go have a look at Dana, I'm going to do that first so you guys can so you guys can understand where your business is at and what's going on. Okay, so let's do this. Can you guys all see my virtual office right now? Right, so if you want to just go find yours, if you want to go find your pay line, what's really easy is that I'll just quickly walk you guys through this, is that you go to monthly KPIs. Remember, I'm recording this, so you guys will be able to go back and have a look at this. My business and team at a glance, this is where I go. It's really easy. I click on that. And then I just go down here and I hit 12-month analysis report. All right, 12-month analysis report. And this is going to give me my pay line and all that stuff. It'll open up and away we go. So it takes a little while to load sometimes. But we don't need to see mine. We're going to go and find Dana's. Okay, so it'll open up. It'll show you a 12-month analysis report. Now, if you're looking for a team members, this is where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to My Team Data. I'm going to go to Search My Team. Search My Team. So it's same. If you've got someone that's going for SSC and I want to have a look at their pay line, then you can go here. I just go to their 12-month analysis report. I'm going to go to All. I always press all because it's going to show me all my team, not just the people 6 deep. I'm going to try to stay with the chat also. Those monthly earnings in report. Okay. We can all get there. Trust me. I remember when I used to want to know what some of the leaders were. I'm like, what? They're not really earning that money. But it's possible, right? So Dana. I don't think there's going to be many Danas in freestyle, so let's do this. So I'm going to do show report. So just all it is, put a name. She's the only Dana in team freestyle, by the way. So I'm going to just click on her number, and guess what? It's actually going to show me the same. So what happened is it opened a new box on my computer, and it gave me the exact same thing that when I hit my business and team at a glance, it's pretty much given me the bottom half of that screen. That's what is on a different screen right now. You guys can't see this because I'm sharing the other screen, but I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find that little thing that says 12-month analysis report. Okay, so you guys remember where I clicked? I can't show you this right now unless I close and share and do that again. Actually, I might do that. Stop share. And then I'll share again. So it's now opened up to this funky little screen here. You guys see this one? So this is Dana. And I'm going to scroll down and I'm just going to go to 12-month analysis report. Now this updates around the 5th of the month. Why did it do that? It stopped sharing because, I don't know, it closed that box. So let me find you guys again. I'm going to share again. And this is Dana's 12-month analysis report, right? Get this? This is what a 12-month analysis report. Now, some of you guys saw this and glazed over. Some of you guys glazed over like, oh my God. But the thing that I'm going to look at, the one that's the most important to me, and I want to help you guys make sure you're maximizing what's going on in your business, how to identify that to make sure you're maximizing it. So you're getting paid on everything, but also where she's at. So Dana, can you when did you go SSC? I'm going to guess you went SSC in September. Is that right? She's not even on here. Dana, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I'm going to say it is because I just saw this bonus. When I go to bonuses, I can see the bonus. You got 1,850 in bonuses. That to me sounds like that you got your $1,200 SSC bonus and you got a 600 SC bonus maybe, or a 400, but whatever it is. So I know that every month after this, we can include in Dana's QNMD. But remember, we can only include 4 months. So if we looked at Dana right now, if I go to Payline, what I'm going to do, and you guys want to do this same with your business, you want to have a look at what you did Payline last month, right? So Dana did last month an 18,321. She did 18,321. The month before, she did 14,722. So then we look at this and we say, okay, one thing that is that I'm a little concerned with, well, not so much with Dana, but the one thing when I go here and have a look at PB legs, one thing to remember, guys, your pay line only includes, so if you are 3 or less wide, 3 or less qualified legs wide, then you're only entitled on 3 generations deep, right? 3 generations deep. So what I mean by 3 generations deep is if you have a qualifier, like if you've signed up someone and they're qualified, and they've signed up on someone underneath them and they're qualified, and then they've signed up someone and they're qualified, that's 3 generations of qualifiers. Now, if there's people in between them that aren't qualified, it still includes 3 generations of qualifiers in a row. Now, I'm not sure if Dana's got a 4th generation of qualifiers. I'm going to guess she doesn't, because when I go here, I look at total PB qualifiers, and she's only got 3 qualifiers anyway. So it's almost certain that she doesn't have a fourth generation of qualifiers. But what I want to make sure, what thing that I'd be coaching Dana around is, because she's only 2 wide, she's only entitled to 3 PB legs. She's only entitled to 3 PB deep. If we want to make sure she maximizes 4th and 5th generation qualifiers as she starts to build over the next 2, 3, and 4 months, I want to encourage Dana to, 1, get this 3rd qualified leg back up again, right? Not that it affects her too much, but obviously we want to then encourage her to build a 4th and a 5th qualified leg. Because once her business starts to grow and starts to duplicate, the last thing we want is that she's missing out on pay line. This can definitely affect you for QNMD. So getting 5 qualified legs wide, so you're maximizing the depth in your business. Now, if you went 6 wide, you don't get paid 6 deep. The maximum you can get paid is 5 deep. Now, most of you guys, I'll be honest, most of you guys are not going to get cut out. You're not going to have 6th generation qualifiers unless you've got one really strong leg that's just like one after another. Most of you guys, until you get to like 50 club, you're probably not going to get cut out of any pay line as long as you're 5 wide, okay? As long as you're 5 wide. So, but getting 5 wide is really important, because you don't want to get cut out. And at the end of the day, guys, your commission check is paid off your pay line. You don't want to leave money on the table, right? That you started this. You're the one that created this. You want to make sure you don't leave any money on the table, okay? Any questions? I'm going to try to stay with the chat and do that. Cool? Everyone good? Give me a couple of thumbs up. I can see about half a dozen of you guys. So the thing is, when I'm working it out, what I'm doing is I'm going to say, all right, for Dana to be QNMD, is that obviously she needs to build some extra legs. There's no doubt about that, which I think anyone would know that. But the thing is, let's say we worked off just this 18,000. Even if we worked off 14,000, is QNMD possible for Dana in the next 2 months? Right? Is it possible? Well, let's do this. I'm going to say if we were to include December in January, it means over the next 2 months, obviously Dana has to focus on building the structure. So same with your business, you have to think about the structure. But then I say in the next 2 months, is it realistic that Dana could make up for what is short, including the last 2 months? So the month of December, if we included the month of December and the month of January, as long as she didn't go SSC in either of these months, you can include any month after going SSC, remember, for QNMD. So then I add 14,722, maybe someone can help me with this, add 14,722 plus 18,321, which is about what is about 33,000, right? It's about 33,000 thereabouts, a little bit more. So it means, is that right? 33,000. So it means if Dana was going to do at QNMD in the next 2 months, it means that in the next 2 months, she'd have to make up the difference of the 100,000, meaning she'd have to do 67,000 over the next 2 months. She'd have to do 67,000. Now, that means next month, she'd probably have to do like a, I don't know, next month have to do like a 30,000 month, and the month after she'd have to do like a 40,000 months, right? That would get her there. Is that realistic? I don't know. If I look at back at anything, I don't know what the meaning of realistic is, but the cool thing is I love is that last month, Dana's pay line jumped by 3,500. What I'm going to guess off the back of that is that she had a really good new customer month inside her team. And it's no surprise that Dana and one of her team members are in the Rockstar groups this month. I'm going to guess they did that off the back of customers. Now, I think one thing to understand, you guys get this? So if I look at Dana right now and I say, okay, Dana, what if we could include January 18,321, and then we minus that from 100,000. So it's like 81,700, right? 81,700. We divide that by 3. And that would give me like 27,000. Is that about right? 27,000 over the next, she needs to average 27,000 over the next 3 months. What I know is if I look at 3 months, this is how my brain works. I'm sorry if that's not how, if you're a teacher and you're like, we don't teach kids that way. For me, if it's 3 months, I know that in 2 months' time, we want to get done at 27,000. It means, so therefore, this month, we want to be, whatever we're short this month of 27,000, in 2 months' time, we want to make up that on the other side of that, right? So we want to make up that. So I think about February, March, April. It means that I think QNMD is definitely possible for Dana by April. Because I'd say, well, she needs 27, so she needs about a 9,000 pay line jump, right, in the next 2 months. If she was to do 4,500 pay line jump this month, and 4,500 jump next month and the month after, then she's going to be about 100,000. Does that make sense? All right. How does she do this? Now, as you guys start, what I want to encourage you guys to do, maybe, how many of you guys like feel like you've totally lost, like he has totally lost me? The good thing is there's a recording. Okay, we've recorded this, but I don't want you guys to overwhelm. Maybe, you know, the great thing is us doing this call now, we don't even have to include this month in our 4 months if that's not, if you're a bit like, shit, I'm so far behind the 8 ball. But it means so February, March, April, May, or March, April, May, and then June, the back end of June, the good part of June could get you there. But it's about working out what would I need to get my pay line to over the next few months to really start to drive this thing up. Now, how do you drive? It makes sense, but stressing me out, I won't make it. So this is why I want you guys to do. This is not a call to have you guys totally deflated. This is about helping you guys set an intention around when you've decided to get this thing done, getting some clarity around this, deciding, right, is it possible by conference? And if it's not possible by conference, when am I going to set an intention to it? But it's important that you set an intention. It's important you set a goal and say, well, I'm going to get it to here at least. And then I know what I need to do each month to do it. Now, here's my theory. What drives pay line? What drives pay line? What will have your pay line jump up? And then so at the end of the day, customers drive pay line. Right? Customers drive pay line. Here's the breakdown. How many customers do you need to have certain jumps? Who'd like to know that? That'd be handy, right? So write this down. In my experience, 120 new customers in your team will equal about an $8,000 pay line jump. Now, Dana, I'm going to have a guess. Your business did about 50 or 60 new customers last month. Am I right in guessing that? Unbelievable. Trust me, the numbers I share with you guys are pretty spot on. And if it's not, I'll give you the insight why it's not measuring up that way. So 120 new customers equals an 8,000 payline jump. That means half of that, 60 new customers will be about a 4,000 jump. If you halve that, 30 customers will be a 2,000 jump. Cool, cool. So some of you guys have got some work to do. You're like, okay, cool, shit. Okay, I need some customers. Now, if some of you guys might have done 30 new customers last month, and you're like, well, my payline didn't jump at them. Why not? One is that maybe you're missing out on some debt. Maybe you're missing out on some stuff because you're not wide enough. So if you've got some 4th generation and 5th generation qualifiers and you're only 3 wide, you're actually not entitled to the 4th and the 5th generation. So getting wide, getting back into action in recruiting and helping people get to SDVF and helping them get qualified, the sooner you can do that might mean a lot to you. Okay, so really be intentional around that. The other thing is, the only other reason why when you get a big number of customers, why it doesn't jump is that I kind of like to think, the thing I was always taught, think of it like a bathtub. Some of you guys have got the faucet, whatever the water comes out of, right? The faucet, is that an Aussie word? I don't feel like it was an Aussie word, but the faucet is like on, full on, new customers. And the bath is like, kind of feels like it's filling up, but it's not. The only reason why it's not filling up is it's because the thing at the bottom, the plug, isn't in. And that means that you've got a dropout rate on the back end, is that your customers are dropping away half or as quickly as you're bringing in customers. So what could you do to affect those numbers? What you could do to affect those numbers is get better at teaching your team around customer care. Are they touching base? Are they making sure they're customer happy at the end of their cycles, doing that? So if you guys are starting to do that, either you're reaching out to your upline leaders, your upline QNMDs, NMDs, and say, hey, I feel like I've got a cancellation problem. What could we do? Could we do some training on it? Could we cover it? What could we do around that stuff to really just keep our customers on board? Okay? Now let's talk about what drives up your payline. Obviously, if you got so we talked about what drives payline is customers. In my opinion, promotions drive customers. Customers drive payline. Payline gets you paid. I want you guys to hear that again. Promotions drive customers. Customers drive payline. Payline gets you paid. So at the end of the day, this promotion's your promotion. But at the end of the day, for your promotion to happen, you can't do it all by yourself at QNMD. It's about inspiring. How you'll inspire your team to really play full out is that they know what's on the line for them. I'm a big believer of this. You got to find out their purpose. You got to show them what's on the table for them, not for you. Come on, get into it. Get me to QNMD. It won't work. You got to find out what they want and why they want it. You guys got to be good at getting into your reports and identifying who's got skin in the game. What will drive your business? There are 2 key things that are going to drive your business, guys, as you start to build for QNMD. If it's about promotions, how many people could you get to SDVF this month? Think about, who am I working with? Think about this. Every new SDVF from start to SDVF is 10 to 12 new customers. Every new SDVF, where they do it in 30 or 60 days, every 30 to 60 days someone gets to SDVF, between them and their new team members, they've added 10 to 12 new customers. Think about an SC, 2 SDVFs and a DVF. So it's 2 times 12 plus a DVF is 3. So it equals like 30 customers or so. So every new SC in your downline is an extra 30 customers to your business. An extra 30 customers is an extra 2,000 in your pay line. Help people get what they want, help them succeed, help them promote, work with the workers that want it, and your pay line will drive up. That's how you have people show up for your goal as well as theirs. Find their purpose. Get them some clarity on what they want. Work with those that have got their hands up. Help them get their promotions done. Not drag them. Inspire them. Support them. Encourage them to put people in front of you. Over the next few months, I want to help you guys with these challenges. How do I get more out of my team? Most of you guys need to recruit another 10 people. Most of you guys, the best thing you could do to get to QNMD, really get your business going, is stop trying to squeeze the life out of people that don't want to be squeezed and go and find people that are inspired like you to make this thing happen. Some of you guys have got to come to terms with the people that you really want to help make this thing happen are never going to make it happen until they decide they're ready. And the best thing that you could do is go recruit another 10 people. Stop. And some of you guys are feeling this because you've been at SSC for way too long. Because you feel like you become mother hen. And you want to mother everyone. Come on, let's do it. And some of it's because you just, is there any kids? Yeah, there is. Brianna's plugged in. It's just because you're lazy. I want to be honest, you're being lazy. It's easy to play in little comfy sand pits and play with your team and feel like you're doing the work. But let's be honest, you're just being lazy. You know what it was like when you were desperate in the beginning. There's no way you could be here on this call. There's no way you could be on this call if there wasn't a moment in this time where you were really hungry and you really went at it and you really started to recruit and you were doing a great job. You can't be in this group because I want to be honest with you guys. I know you've got what it takes, but you've got to go back to what you did, what got you here, what got you to SSC, and that's get back into recruitment. And I want to challenge you guys. I want to see you guys in my mentor groups, not only here, but I want to see you guys in my mentor groups when it comes to recruiting, that you're in the top action takers and doing that. And the only way you're going to do that is that you get back into recruiting. You follow people up, you're reaching out, you're inviting, you're doing the things that count. Don't leave your fate in some other individual's hands. Leave it in your hands. Take control of this thing. If you want this thing to be, it's totally up to you to grab it and say, you know what? I hope they turn up. I'm going to certainly hold my space there, but I'm not going to rely on my success on the basis of what they do. I want to put it in my hands. And I know that those that are ready will step up when they're ready. Cool? I'm going to have to fly because I'm going to make a meeting in 15 minutes time, but I want to encourage, we're going to do this once a fortnight. I want you guys to be clear before we get on this call in 2 weeks' time. I want you guys to get clear on what your intention is. Are you going for QNMD by conference? If you're not, when are you going to get it done by? What needs to happen? What needs to happen? Go to your 12-month analysis report. Go back to the recording. Go back and have a look and just break it down and really get clear on what it's going to take. How many new customers a month? How many new team you're going to have to do, and get really focused. How good would it be if you actually had an exact roadmap to what you need to do? Rather than just guessing and wishing and praying and I'll just keep doing the work and hopefully it'll kind of magically happen. Like when you can get that level of clarity, like tell me this, are you attracted to people that have got certainty? Imagine when you get that much certainty that you know when it's going to happen based on what you know. People are attracted to that, man. They're like, man, whatever you're freaking doing, there is so much certainty here. I want it. I look forward to connecting with you guys more, and what I'm excited about more than ever, and it kind of, I don't know, it gets me emotional when I think of it. What I'm excited about already is standing on the edge of the stage at conference, at the stairs as you walk off, and giving you the biggest hug and congratulations for achieving what you said you were going to do. It's so worth it. You guys can do that. I can't wait. I'm already picturing hugging you guys at conference at the bottom of that stairs and congratulating you guys for making the decision and making this thing happen. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to say it in front of Greg, but it brings a tear to my eye, the thought of that. And I know some of you guys, I can already see in your face do that. Like, this business is fucking amazing. It really is. And it can deliver on dreams, guys, but you've got to get focused and you've got to make a decision and you've got to do whatever, like, you've got to decide, it's my time to shine, it's my time to do this thing, but you've got to know exactly what it looks like, or it's just, honestly, that's why we get frustrated. We're like, I want it, but I don't know. So if you guys have got any questions, bring them in a couple of weeks. Break will help do that. Reach out to your uplines. Go back to the recording. I know your elite leaders, your 39 club and above leaders are excited about this. They'd love to hear from you guys about what, like, just getting really clear. And I can't wait to catch up with you guys and keep working on this. Let's have an all-time record QNMDs ever to walk the stage. It'd be pretty exciting. See you guys. Ciao.